The year is 2002. Michael and Brian just got greenlit for production of Avatar The Last Airbender, something they've been trying to do for close to a year now. Little did they know, this wasn't just gonna change their life, but it would go on to impact the lives of millions of people and the animation industry as they knew it. Avatar got a kind of success never seen before from a supposed kids show, with every new broadcast averaging over 4 million views and the season finale getting over 5 million views, with over 3 million books sold and an estimated $500 million from streaming alone. It was clear that this wasn't just your average kids show. You see, Avatar was one of the first series to break the boundary of that label, not just only being a show for kids, but a genuinely generational piece of media. Well, 21 years after its initial release, the Avatar has gotten 2 flopped adaptations that no one asked for. One of them is from Netflix, by the way, one good sequel, a leaked movie, and in 2 months we are getting a new spin-off that has already managed to get backlash without even being released. You see, in a perfect world, franchises would get spin-off with perfectly flushed out characters and interesting subplots, but sadly we do not live in a perfect world, and in this imperfect world are big corporations, every film lover's worst nightmare. These evil leeches are the main reason for every franchise's downfall. They will suck out every ounce of money they can out of your favorite show, and when there's nothing left, they'll throw it away. Now, Paramount has owned Nickelodeon for over 30 years, but this time last year was when they officially took over Avatar Studios, and after that, my friends, things started to go downhill. I'm sure everyone by now knows about the Avatar movie that was leaked, and this was never going to be released in theaters, just so you know. You could only watch it on Paramount Plus. Well, after the movie leaked and lost an estimate $150 million, following up with backlash from fans, they realized they might have been wrong and released it in a whopping 2 theaters. Yeah, you heard me, 2 theaters. I genuinely thought this was fake news when I saw it, and they only did this so they can qualify for Oscar nominations. So no, they still didn't do this for the fans. They don't care about the fans. And it turns out in the new Seven Heavens series, they are going to do a binge drop, meaning they will release every single episode at once. What? And oh, that's not all. Let me give you guys a list of things they have planned for the future. Firstly, Paramount Plus, which is a whopping $8, is going to be the primary home for all Avatar Studios projects moving forward. So if you can't afford Paramount Plus, which most people on this planet can't, no more Avatar for you. Well, except you sail the 7 seas. What added to Avatar's popularity was the accessibility. In 2005, so many people had cable. Even families that were in tough situations had cable. Nowadays, we have a gazillion streaming options. Who is buying Paramount Plus? What shows do they even have? Mayor of Kingston? Is that Jeremy Renner? This is not supposed to be funny, man. Paramount has also confirmed that moving forward, Avatar Productions is gonna rely heavily on 3D animation instead of the traditional 2D that you normally see, which isn't all bad. It just really depends on how they execute it, but I can't say I'm excited about that. And I just found out that the initial release date for the Avatar 7 Heavens was 2027, but they bumped it up to 2026 October. Do you know when they told the production team? May of this year. Yeah, imagine being a writer and your boss just told you your 1-year deadline is now in 3 months. This has automatically reduced my expectations for this show. I can only imagine the pressure they were working under, trying to come up with a reasonable ending or even just trying to finish the script of a single episode. And it's sad because these are probably talented writers that have been given the worst crunch time in history. And don't even get me started on the animators. As someone who has tried all of this, my heart goes out to the entire production. They deserved way better. And honestly speaking, the story does have an interesting premise. Like, I'm actually interested, but that's for another video. All this is crazy because Avatar is the easiest layup for a franchise you will ever get. It is close to impossible to mess this up. You can make a spin-off about the past Avatars, you can make a spin-off about the future Avatars, you can make a series about someone who isn't even an Avatar and it would still make sense. Instead, one of the best series of this decade, and the last has to be adapted by Netflix of all people. Netflix, which I didn't watch because I knew it was going to be trash, and I was right.
It's another one of her tricks.
There's a giant hole in the box. How is that a trick?
It's not. It's the real deal. I am the greatest earthbender in the world. Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it.
I'm Toph Bayfar, and I invented metal bending.
For the love of all that is holy, what is the point of changing the line here? She just said she is the greatest earthbender to ever exist. That already implies the metal bending. I will never watch the adaptation of an anime or a cartoon, cause what's the point? It's just going to be a worst version of the original anyways. Except maybe you haven't watched the original series, and if you haven't watched the original series, then watch the original series instead of this nonsense. Avatar deserves way better than this, man. Do I still have some form of hope? Yes. I will never lose hope, but things are just looking a bit messy right now. Like, what are the guys up there cooking? And they are just one of the newer franchises to get this treatment. There's a veteran, an OG in the franchising industry that have already been through all of this and worst in a galaxy far, far away. George Lucas's original Star Wars trilogy released from 1977 to 1983 and amassed a total $1.8 billion. In today's money, that's a whopping $3.4 billion. This, ladies and gentlemen, is greatness. At the time, this was the most successful movie trilogy to ever exist. You know what? Let me rephrase that. After its initial release, A New Hope surpassed Steven Spielberg's Jaws to become the highest grossing movie of all time. Each entry in the trilogy at the time of release was the undisputed #1 highest grossing film worldwide. The concept of a planned trilogy was unheard of. At the time, Hollywood was known for avoiding continuous storylines like this because for some reason they thought the audience just wouldn't show up for the sequel. So in its own right, Star Wars effectively created the multi-film franchise you see today. Like I said, greatness. But it all changed on the 30th of October 2012. George Lucas sold Lucasfilms to Disney for $4 billion and he received $2 billion in hot cash. Fans were obviously not happy about the deal and Lucas got some additional hit on top of the prequels. I think we can all guess where this went. After the official deal was made, Disney has released a sequel trilogy, 3 spin-off films, 7 live-action series on Disney Plus, 7 my friends, and another 7 animated series. In total, they have released 20 theatrical films in 14 years. How is this even possible? The original trilogy and prequels took 28 years. That's 6 movies. Yes, I know they have a larger team now and that makes it easier, but isn't this too much Star Wars? Why do we need 2 separate animated series about the Resistance with the 2 main characters looking oddly the same for some reason? What is Skeleton Crew or the Acolyte and then Star Wars Vision? What are these? I didn't even know these existed before making this video. Please, if you've watched any of this, tell me how it is in the comments. And don't even get me started on the sequels. Oh my days, the sequels. This is what started all of this. After the last movies flopped, Disney pivoted towards releasing mainly series and pumped out everything they could think of just to see if it would stick. And oh boy, did they get to work. Yeah, we've had some pretty good titles here and there, but it's either they missed the mark on a potentially good series or they just dragged it on for too long. Like the Book of Boba Fett, carrying a loved character from the original trilogy and making a series out of him. And it has a cool name. Wow, good idea, Disney. Everyone thought there is no way this could go wrong. So someone please explain to me how this became one of the biggest disappointments disappointment of 2021. It's Boba Fett. You don't have to do much to make this good. Some of the already good ones like Mandalorian just became mid at the end of the day, with a lot of people wishing the show ended in season 2. The only good ones I've watched is Andor and Mandalorian, mainly cause I do not have the ability to sit and watch all of this. Even the other ones people said were good, I haven't had the ability to check it out cause there are so much. I have things to do. If you don't know, this is my favorite franchise, so this one hurts a lot. It seems the price of beauty these days is quite heavy, and unfortunately I don't really see an end to this. These big corporations will continue to do this to the shows we love if we don't fight back. They are gonna spit in your face and tell you to enjoy it, but I will never lose hope. Why you ask? Cause of you. Yes, you watching on the other side of the screen. I need you to know that you have power. Every single one of us has power. Cause we're a collective. None of this works without us. I truly believe if we boycott enough of what's being released, they have no choice but to obey us. Okay, let me calm down a bit, but you get the idea, right? Like and subscribe, follow for more Gecko videos like this. Hope you have a great day, and never forget, Jesus loves you.